In the crossover block, I'll mute the full range box and unmute the sub. But before I measure it, I'll put a cursor on the center peak of the full range box. The sub needs to arrive exactly at this time to be aligned. I'll start the generator and collect the sub signal, and two things are apparent. It arrives before the full range signal, which is good, but it's not symmetrical about its center peak. Since I've already checked the polarity and it's correct, I know this is due to phase shift. I'll scale the y-axis to make the waveform larger, and I'll bring up the sub's all-pass filter. I'm going to add just enough phase shift to make the waveform symmetrical about the center peak. The same thing we did with the full range. Had I not checked the polarity in advance, I might have been tempted to invert the sub's polarity. This would have been the wrong fix, and it happens all the time. If you keep the alignment steps in the right order, you'll know which process is needed. I'm finished with the all-pass filter, so I'll close it, and I'll move the second cursor to the center peak. This reveals a 21 millisecond misalignment between the sub and the main. That's the delay needed in the DSP. I'll increase the repetition rate of the pulse to speed things up, and I'll bring up the delay block for the sub. I'll now increment the delay, moving the wavelet to the right, until it lands exactly on the full range arrival. The noise floor is increased due to the short repetition rate, but it doesn't matter. I can clearly see the wavelet. So right about there, I'll tweak it just a bit, and voila. Here is no delay, and then with 21 milliseconds of delay. That's perfect alignment with the full range box at this point in space. There's slightly more group delay in the sub, but this is not unexpected. Both the crossover low-pass filter and the sub's inherent response contribute to this. You can't fix it, and there's no need to try. I'll return the generator to the original repetition rate and remeasure, scaling the vertical axis back to the original value. If the alignment is perfect and the signals are equal level, I should get a 6 dB add when I turn the full range box back on. That's 2 times the amplitude of a single device. I'll pull the crossover block back up to unmute the full range box. And there's so much summation that I've clipped the input of the audio interface. I'll need to reduce the preamp gain a bit to compensate. So that's about it. The full range box and the sub are aligned with respect to polarity, phase, and time, and that's about as aligned as you can get.